Hello. How you doing? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what. How you guys doing? How was your week? Howdy. Hello. Jojo, Bridgewater, Edivas, hello. So yeah, we're gonna be following a little bit further down the disk system rabbit hole tonight. Forgot the sun. We don't need it. It's fine. Yeah, so we're gonna be trying out some more stuff with this thing. I have the cover off because I was tracing out some traces last night. But I was able to, since last time, I was able to successfully dump all of the discs. So we're gonna try to use them as they were intended in a bit. I'm not going to use the actual discs. I'm going to use my dumps of the discs because I am fucking paranoid. We are, before that though, we are going to go through the rest of my Famicom disk system discs and find a sacrificial disc to maybe write over. We don't know. I don't know yet. If I find one that has something on it, I will dump it a few times before doing anything else to it. So I can, rewrite it, obviously. It's Friday. Some guy, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you for 48 months. Bottle of sake. I have a juice box of sake. So we're gonna try that in a little bit. But I got myself a juice box. An alcohol juice box. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll get into that a little bit. Hang on. Okay. So over the past week, week or two, I don't remember how long. I was able to get these dumped successfully, I believe. All 5 sides, all 4 of them, all 4 discs, and one of them is double-sided. I was able to get more than one dump that came out identical and without any errors. Okay, but how you doing? Yeah, I have a coworker of mine got this for me, so I don't know. There's an Oni on the front of it, so we'll see how it tastes in a little bit. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I was drinking every night, which is not a good thing. But after work on Monday, I realized that I was clenching my jaw the entire day, which is why my jaw was hurting. So that wasn't good. 76.
Wasn't it 76 last time as well?
Goodness. Maybe you're thinking of someone else. I don't know. Demon Killer. Yeah. So I have another one. It's a red one, and I think that's Onigoroshi. It says it in Latin characters. Yeah. Thank you for the 76 months, by the way. I appreciate that. First day in the week, so I haven't worked after 5. Oh man. I'm gonna try the red box before. But tracing the PCB too, I think I've got most of the traces mapped out, but I'm not getting into the ones that are harder to trace. So those are the ones I started to concentrate on. Let me show you what I was doing the other day, actually. Let me get this out of the way before I break it. Okay. That bottom shit, I am so fucking paranoid. I'm gonna break that. So paranoid. Ugh. Anyway, so if I go over to, come on, this one, and then here. Okay, so I started mapping out a few of them. So I have pictures of both the top and the bottom, obviously. I've distorted this one a little bit, so it matches up, right? So if I, switch between the two, like the holes stay where they're supposed to, where they are. So this bottom one is mirrored, right? So it's flipped and then distorted a little bit, so I could, place them on top of each other. Anyway, so there are a few traces in here that are a little harder to figure out where they're going, right? Like this guy right here. I don't know what the hell is going on there. But I started to path out a few of the vias and all that kind of crap. But then I'm like, wait a minute, I should probably be looking at the ones that are difficult to see from this image, right? So I started, tracing out a bunch of these. I didn't get very far, and this is just like last night's bit of work, like an hour or so. This guy, I don't know where the fuck that goes. I think it goes up to like one of these pins up here. I think. But yeah, there's all the vias underneath here that are kind of wonky. Somehow, this guy right here. Let me get a color, I guess. Somehow this guy. Somehow this guy right here goes down to this guy, but I'm not sure it's that trace right there, right? Like, it might be that trace. Could be that trace. Seeing under these chips is not easy, to say the least. So there are some traces that I am very unsure of. Yeah, so I've started to figure out some of it. That guy goes down into into here somewhere, I think. But yeah, so I've started buzzing out a few things. But I haven't gotten very, very far. If there are specific things you want me to find, like a certain pin or whatever, let me know and I'll beep it out. Yeah. Currently 77 megs. Yeah, a little larger than what I've got. Yeah. Fairly chill week aside from being sick. Oh. At least no annoying uni shit going on. Yeah, my week was frustrating. Frustrating work bullshit. But, yeah. Neither yet. Uh-oh. I haven't done much to that end. Focus on my courses a little bit. That's fair. That's fair. Focusing on the courses. Anyway, so tonight, what I want to do is well, first off, let's actually one FDS stick. I need to alias that bullshit. I don't have it plugged in. Hang on, let me plug it in real quick. I don't have any of this plugged in. God, that. Ugh. Okay. All right, it's all plugged in. What? I think I put my work password in. So we can say that. I'm not quite ready for that yet. I want to trace what I can first and give you something shows I need. Yeah, sure, no worries. No worries. So I've got the BB RAM, the quick disk. I've renamed them so it comes up and it makes sense and I can read what the hell it says on the screen when I turn the damn thing on. Actually get the study block stuff out of the way because we're not doing that tonight. When in doubt, beep check the whole board. Yeah, well, easier said than done. So for some of these chips, so one of these traces over here, so I think it might have been on this chip here. Whoop. What is that? No, give me pencil. Yeah, I think it was this chip here. It was one of these two chips where one of the traces, it wasn't this one. Well, it might have been that one. It was either that one or this trace here that goes this way for this pin right here. Was beeping out to like these two pins or something stupid. Yeah, some really weird shit. I'm like, wait a minute, what are these chips again? What? How are these chips like supposed to? Because they're all logic chips, right? They're not like they're not like CPUs or whatever the hell, right? So they're ORs, NORs, or flip flops or whatever the hell. So I don't know if just like two of the inputs could basically be grounded together or something. I don't know. I have to actually like read the list that Bridgewater gave me and look up the sheets on these things to figure out like what the inputs would be and if to make sure I'm not losing my mind. Yeah. But I know IC13 has 4 pairs of connected pins. 13. This guy here. 4 pairs of connected pins. Oh my god. I mean, I could see that because it's got all that. It's got maybe one here, maybe one here going to that guy. That one's going through. That one's going through. These two, where the hell are they? Oh, yeah, okay, yep. There's the connections on the bottom there. Yeah. See at the bottom? Yeah. Yeah. So these two, and then those two. You said 4 pairs. Where's? Oh, there it is. Okay. Huh. What chip was that again? 13. Dual 4-to-1 line selector. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but sure. Looks some sort of like multiplexer or something or other. Yeah. Yeah. At least last weekend, even though I worked through Thanksgiving holidays, I got overtime. That's nice. So I should catch the holidays at least. Yeah, not bad. Boss didn't want to give me overtime. He wanted to give reward points. $10. I want to give him $10. No, give him overtime. Fuck you. Time and a half. Fuck you. Fuck you. Pay me. But yeah, so I'm not going to be chasing out more of this tonight. But frustrating so far that that chip handles the CIRM, CE, and A10 picking, which slot controls them. Oh, all right. Matrix, how you doing? What in source are you up to this time? I arrive and you're drawing all the tree. Okay, so it's notes on this weird ass thing. I know the green screen is making it invisible, but it is a Souseiki Fammy, which has 2 cartridge slots on it. One specifically for the Famicom disk system RAM adapter. This guy. And the other one specifically for a cartridge. And I found out the hard way that they are different sizes. The actual board connectors are different sizes for a reason. I got cartridges stuck on both of these. My dumbass, but how do you figure out the traces you can't see? By toning them out. Which is where Edderfaus is hitting some trouble because you can't tone them out, right? Put that there, and then I'm going to take this guy. There, that. I need to get this. Hang on, let me get the shell back on this thing. Let me get the shell back on this thing. The screws. God, I hate the screws on the shell because they're so tiny. Britt, how you doing? Welcome. Finally completed all my Tetris goals of the year. Woo. Nothing much to do for about 4 weeks, but anyways, good luck. Thank you. Oh, look at it. No, that's fine. This way. Okay. And then the little screwdriver, and then the screws. Yeah. Like, there's no, like, guide anything supports on this case, right? It's just the screws holding it in place, right? It's just like sheet metal. So getting like the first screws on is like what centers, anchors it. you know, in place. So, how you doing? Welcome. So you don't want to like tighten them up all the way until you get like everything, until you get all the screws at least in place, right? Same thing with the board as well, the circuit board. Although that one does have plastic standoffs, which is good, I guess. You know, doesn't short itself out. Posts, yeah, it doesn't like. There are none like for that on the actual case, which is I don't know about concerning, but it makes me uncomfortable. But it does. Turn that up a little bit. Come on. Yeah, because it's just like folded and painted sheet metal, essentially, you know. High as a kite. Nice. Nice. Last one was 230 lines from level 19 start. Nice, not bad. But yeah, so like, there's nothing like to this, right? It's just the screw holes and the punch out for the connectors, basically, right? So there's no supporting anything in here. Nothing is supporting anything. So like, aside from quite literally the that hole, right? That connector, right? That's the only thing that's keeping it in spot there. There's a bit of a lip here, so this piece, the bottom piece, does overlap part of the top, so it's a little more stable with this, with the top piece on, but still a bastard. There was a guest from some charity group in Haiti that came to the daily company wide morning meeting, and somehow the upper management brought in using AI for generation. Oh my god. So far, give me a second. Let me get these screws in here and I'll have a look at that. Flashlight, how you doing? Good morning. Evening for me, but good morning anyway. Yeah, I hate the size of these screws. They're like itty bitty screws that I am terrified of losing. Because like if one of these screws hits the floor, it's fucking gone. Right? Like it's just gone. Some boring programming. Uh-oh. What kind of boring programming? Bug fixes? Bug hunting? Got some matches tomorrow. Nice. Good luck. Good luck. Come on. Alright. And the last one. And I've realized, by the way, that this connector on the back is just a straight up 40-pin connector. Right? It's nothing like special. It's basically a hard drive connection. Just, you know, the gender is swapped from all the cables I have. Because of course it is. It's the female end of the connector, so I need a male end of the connector to plug anything into it. Now, don't think I caught your response. How do you figure out traces for ones that go through the middle of a board you can't see? You guess or check everything else. Yeah, so there's a process of elimination. But there are ones that you can't find out from just the picture because, again, they go under a chip, right? For those ones, you do have to buzz out. But there are a lot of visible... I need to change all the... I changed all the dip switches so I could actually like tone it out. Let me turn them all back on again. Come on. There it goes. Okay. But yeah, you can actually get pretty far without having to tone. Continuity, yeah. That thing. And one of the most like nerve-wracking things about plugging this into the system, I can't use the eject thing to get this out of the slot because there's nothing for the eject mechanism to catch on to. Oh, hang on, I have to take off the controller so the damn thing fits. Okay. There. And... okay. Okay. Thinking thing. All right, let's see what this does real quick. I've got ROM selected. We're going to make sure that that ROM is coming up good. It is fantastic. Okay, so I have a few discs. So there's some Slow Plus, which is like a slowdown, right? There's 3 versions of it. There's one for just the ROM. There's one for QD, Quick Disc. I guess that's random Famicom disk system disc, I guess. And another one is ROM QD, which I guess is a ROM that you put onto a disc, I think. And then there's BB RAM. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I do need, hang on. Let me find the partial translation. What the hell was that? Translation. I know you can't see what I'm looking at, so give me a second. Yeah, the partial translation here. Okay. Ooh. Poke multimeter at one point and poke the other points? Yeah. So there's a mode on multimeters. It's got like a little, like, you know, speaker looking thing. You turn that function on, and then you just come on. A little easier to do it, to demonstrate here. So you just take them and touch, touch something that is connected together. You can't hear that, can you? Can you hear that little beep? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. The beep. Yeah. So you touch 2 spots together, and it beeps out when they are connected. Yeah. And then you can find out what stuff is shorted together. So if you you beep out both sides of like a what's it? A resistor, and it beeps, that means that resistor is a dead short, and that's a bad resistor. That's not good. BB RAM Plus is for dumping cart to SRAM. Okay. Yes, I just pulled up your the translation whip document. I haven't actually read this yet. Mitsumi Quick Disc. Yes, with extra bit of plastic to key the hardware interlock in the FTS. Yes. So a first-party disc will have. Well, you can kind of see it'll have Nintendo on it. You can see that, right? That's that little bit of plastic. There's different depths for the depressions in some of the letters that like interlock with the mechanics of the drive. Nintendo did that thinking that companies would have to make the Nintendo thing or whatever for the disc to work, and if they did that, they can go after trademark. Nah, man, we're just gonna cut out some holes. Just gonna cut out some holes and it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. 0 ohm resistor component. Yeah, that's a real thing apparently. It's a good idea to check resistance rather than relying on the tone. Oh yes. Continue to be and still sound if there's a resistor in the path such as a pull-up. Yeah, I think for mine, at least for the setting that it's on, I need to actually check. It'll only beep if it's dead short. It won't beep if there's resistance in it. No. Always trying to swing the trademark module. Yeah, they do that with this. Obviously, they did that with the Game Boys, right? That's why it's got the Game Boy logo thing drop down. It does like the firmware ROM, whatever the hell, does like a comparison for it on the cartridge, and if it's not on the cartridge, it fails to load or whatever. So that means like, oh, it has to be on the cartridge or what have you. People obviously found ways around that. That didn't have to have that data on the cartridge somehow. I'm not sure of the specifics of it, but yeah. something of like screwing around with the check or whatever, and using the because it has the image in the ROM on the Game Boy, and it's expecting an identical image on the cartridge. But you can do something that like you don't have that image on the cartridge, but you make it think it's on there or something. Yeah. So I could try that sort of thing and lost hard in court. Good. Good. All right, Britt. Yeah, Britt. You have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. So it's not the board. cheap. Yeah. Okay. So this is like that software list I don't care about right now. Slow plus instructions. QD for the software adds slow motion to disk card games. This is not write to the disk, so there's no risk of corrupting the quick disk. Oh, right, PSP so far. Yes. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Damn. Nice. Oh yeah, sorry. You've done a lot more work than I have. That's for sure. That's for certain. All right. Nice. Nice. Yeah, these two are connected together, I think, on that end, because they go to like a power rail, I think. Power or ground rail, one of the big rails. Like, how you doing? You're on Linux. Congratulations. It's Arch on the Hood, but it's catchy OS. That's all right. Only got 16 gig RAM, so she started crashing, eating too much RAM on Windows. So I don't know Linux when external. And I'm on that. Nice. So far, really good. Seeing the problem, Fusion 360 isn't available on Linux. What the heck is Fusion 360? Free CAD. Oh, it's a CAD software. Yeah. Turn the yeah, you're fine. The power ground layer. Yeah. Oh, right, that's the ROM. Yeah, the ROM switch in the front. Right. Yeah. A lot of traces. Oh, shit. Okay. Damn. IRQ, RS, ground, 5.0. Okay. Address and data lines. Jesus. Okay. Interesting. Proper CAD. No, not so known as program the model into existence. Yeah. A proper CAD. I know what you mean. Yeah. I remember back in high school. I had like a wood shop, whatever the hell, class, shop class or some shit like that, right? Fun class, amazing class. Really enjoyed it. There was one project where you had to create a sprocket in like AutoCAD or something like that, right? Drop that image in Discord, please. Oh yeah, Edifaus, go ahead and drop that in Discord. We had to like make a sprocket, and it was one of those where like, you know, you make the sprocket and make a render of it, and we'll print it out and whatever, and make it look good or whatever the hell, right? So I did the sprocket, and then I exported it and imported it into Blender, and rendered it in, I don't remember what renderer it was, but I gave it like some fucking shading and shit, right? Teacher was so impressed. Oh my god. No grid by default? What the fuck? Huh? Tracing test we also use to charge a robot. Don't have Discord. Okay, I'll grab it then. What was it? This one. Open image view tab. Copy the image. I'll just drop that over in hardware. Paste. There you go. No grid by default. I can call free CAD without a grid, right? Really simple over there. To go to Lynch was my favorite games on Showdown. Runs with easy anti-cheat, which wasn't able to run on Linux, but I found out it works now. So I did. Oh, nice. Like once. Cameron Cool, how you doing? Hard emulation with software is cool, but very complicated. Yeah. Yeah, we're not really doing emulation of this stuff yet. To my knowledge, this is the first time anyone in the Western world has had their hands on this device. And we haven't known of this thing for very long either. Apparently. So I was reached out to by some people in the NestDev community to be like, hey, some guys wanna get this thing for research, but they don't have the funds right now. Can you do us a solid? I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, let's go. Let's ball. No updates on StudyBox. One of the StudyBox guys, he's having some mechanical issues with the StudyBox, the Model 1000. Hang on. Let me over here. Let's see if Twitter actually behaves. Tab. So yeah, he's having some trouble getting it, I guess, to physically load the tape. So this is the inside of that thing. Big ass fucking transformers. So this is taking this must be taking mains voltage. This doesn't. I don't think this has a power brick. It's just mains voltage into the case. My biggest problem with using Linux is I don't really like using open source Stream Deck program. They're just not as nice and push meter integration with it. Stream Deck program? Open source? What are you going on about? Oh, for the button pad thing. Yeah. Monolithic. I mean, I guess. But yeah, big ass transformer there. Does not look like look like it's in the best shape. A solenoid? What the fuck? Wait a minute. What? I didn't actually have a look at this. Solenoid motor, some pretty large caps. Circuit board for connection, I guess, to the RAM adapter. I'm assuming this stuff back here is mainly just power bullshit. You know, I wonder if the adapter here does more than the I/O board on the modern StudyBox. Like if that's where the actual decoding happens, because on the modern ones, the decoding happens on the tape board. Yeah, might as well dump it, right? I don't know. We'll see if we actually get any ejecting tape. That could be it. Yeah. Because yeah, it does need a full eject mechanism now, right? You can't just pull the top open. You need an actual eject mechanism to push the tape out. Yeah. Didn't think about using a wine for the Stream Deck program. Oh, there you go. I'll try that. I have a MIDI controller slider that I used to do it, but Windows isn't bad enough for me yet right now. Oh boy. Whenever I'm forced to use it at work. Oh god. Well, whenever I'm working, essentially. I've found this to be an issue recently on Windows. Speaking of Windows, signal degradation. Yeah. I'll right-click somewhere in File Explorer, and File Explorer will freeze and go gray and say it's not responding in the title bar. What the fuck? No, there's gonna be something wrong. So that's behind the eject button, looks like, and the tape isn't inserted all the way, so it's probably not engaged with whatever it's ejecting. Oh. I'll come back to it. It's fine. It's okay. But yeah, Windows. Oh god, Windows is pissing me off left and fucking right. This is a final part because the latest Windows update broke my Explorer. Oh my god. What the fuck is Microsoft doing? What the fuck are they smoking? Oh. All right, so I don't want that one because that's for quick disk. I want the one for ROM. This one here. Slow plus for ROM. This software adds slow motion for ROM cassettes. This is generally only compatible with 256 plus 64K, i.e. NROM 256, but it may work with many others. All right, so I have an NROM board here. I think it's I don't know if it's 256. I don't know if it's 256. Let me double check that. Hang on. This card, DB. 128 should, yeah. Start? No, Nes Cart DB. That one. Ad's over. Welcome back. Yeah, so what I was saying is, like, Explorer just shitting itself whenever I right-click somewhere. This one here. 16. Yes, that's 128. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't have 128. Okay. So, yeah, so we're going to try... was in the browser where the instructions were. Still what? What do you want on about? But I didn't have much of a rant there, Fleck, and it was just me being pissed off. All right, insert the ROM into the Souseiki RAM slot. Set this Famicom's boot switch to disk. Turn on the power and insert the disk. Okay, so we're gonna turn off the power. Switch it to disk. Turn on the power. We're going to get a screen that you cannot see right yet. Give me a second. Okay. Please set disk card. Really? It's supposed to be in there. Oh, because I needed to unplug it to actually get that. That's the menu I was looking for. All right. Okay, so this is the Fammy stick thing. And I want slow plus for ROM. Okay. Eject disk card. Do I just pull that out? Set slow level 8x8. Okay. Eject the QD screen lock. Okay. Yeah. Once the set low level by 8x8 message appears, use the up-down controller on 1 to set the slow motion level. The range is 1/8 to 8 out of 8. Okay, let's go 4x8. This setting only sets the initial level. The speed can be changed during gameplay. Okay. After setting the speed, pressing the start button will immediately start the game. Once the game starts, press start and select at the same time. If the screen freezes, then it is now in slow plus mode. Pressing select in this mode will set the slow speed set earlier. Slow plus mode also adds the following. Slow mode start. Pressing select will use the selected speed. Normal mode start. Pressing start will use the normal speed. Okay. Speed change. Up, down will change the speed. Up goes faster, down goes slower. This is also indicated by the Souseiki's LED. Okay, sure, I guess. Brighter, rapid flashing, is faster. Darker is slower. Warning! The screen may be garbled in some games when using this software. Please understand that using anything other than that may break. However, it may work regardless. Software booted with slow plus will preserve slow mode even when the reset button is pressed. Okay. Keep going back to it just because things are built for Windows Fusion, so it's needed for some things. Otherwise, long as my go-to Windows is built on an ancient backend. You want to change something? Richard Editor's was literally made so that old programs could work from new Windows. Those programs from DOS. Yep. Yeah. Swap kernels. So I haven't really had that issue, honestly. Okay, so. Press the start button. Okay, start. Okay. Okay, so if I press select and start at the same time. Okay. Okay. Pressing select, we use this to select the speed. Select. That is going slower, isn't it? Hang on, let me... Okay. LED is flashing. Okay. I'm pressing down, by the way. Down. So it goes slower and slower and slower. Pressing select to use the speed selected. Okay. Oh my God, that works surprisingly well. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. That's really neat. Yeah, no pause spam, which, wow. Yeah, that is impressive, actually. That is very impressive. Plug and play, everything just worked? Yeah. There are a few, like, once you start getting, like you've discovered, once you start getting into the more specialized software, that's when you start to have a little hiccup. Yeah. What is this? So this is the Souseiki Fammy. It is a really bizarre kind of pirate device for the Famicom, relating to the Famicom disk system. So what I have it, how I have it set up right now, excuse me, is I'm using the slowdown disk for a standard cartridge. And that allows me to, you know, have games go a little slower, right, if I want to, or if I hit a button and then hit another button. Now it's going normal speed. Oh, I haven't actually, like, played this game. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I'm using Vanilla Arch. I've used Manjaro in the past, and Manjaro has legitimately broken my system before on numerous occasions without me doing anything stupid. Dude, man, how you doing? Welcome. How do you install the version of Arch? Okay, so I reinstalled my Stream Machine, right? My Stream Machine is no longer Debian. It is now Arch. I tried using that dumbass install script for Arch. It broke everything. Nothing worked. I had to start over again without using that stupid script because nothing worked. Yeah, I've been using it for a few years. Yeah, Arch install. Yeah, that Arch install script. Mainly, it was my video drivers. I couldn't switch it over to NVIDIA for whatever the fuck reason, which I needed. I needed NVIDIA drivers for the stupid screen setup I got, as well as stream stuff. And there was also some trouble I had with drivers for my capture card that I half of it was my fault on that one. But yeah, who? Well, that and some Discord OBS stuff where, like, there were packages for OBS that weren't marked as required, even though I feel like they should have been. Like, I opened up OBS after a fresh install, and I get, hey, this plugin couldn't load. What? It's like the front end plugin or some shit. It's because I didn't have a package installed for, like, fucking Node or some shit. I don't know. Let go of the straw! Thank you. Now I need to get into... Oh, god damn it, son of a bitch. Let me at it! Give me the straw, damn it! Open sesame. Yeah. Come on, you fucking... Ah! I don't remember juice box straws being this hard to get out of the fucking packaging. Jesus Christ. Fucking, there it goes. Okay. All right, we are in. Oh, that's an extendo straw. Oh my God. Okay. Open. Okay, just like Yes. That's not bad. That's not bad, actually. Okay. All right. One of my gaming computer Linux because, no, thank you, Windows 11. I'm concerned about my NVIDIA graphics card. Drivers seem to be getting better. Honestly, I haven't really had any issues with the NVIDIA drivers once, I can install the damn thing. Yeah, like once I've got like it set up, like once the first setup is done, I typically don't have any issues whatsoever when it comes to graphic stuff. Yeah. Full screen Windows in it. What? Just because it was supposed to be just for that one game, but it turned into a full-time use with Windows being backup. Nice. Yeah, I mean, so the issues that I've come across are usually for like very specialized things, like my capture card. That said, that was half my fault, so I'm not really blaming it on the capture card itself. Yeah, Proton, holy shit. So much stuff just fucking works in Proton. It's amazing. It's amazing how much it just works. Okay, so that was the ROM. I want to do one of the other ones now. Let's try. Let's get another ROM on here. Hang on. You know what? Let's actually hang on. Let's do this. Let's dump some discs here. We're gonna dump a few things. Maybe not a few things. We'll dump we'll dump this one here. And we might write over this disc later for testing out some of the other functionality. Okay, so this side, I'm not actually sure what's on this side. Dump. Just don't dump. I wonder what happened to Proton, because last time I remember it was like good but not great. It was okay, and then suddenly the span of a month or something, it just blew fucking every game it's supported now. Valve has been busy. Yeah, Valve was busy, and the Steam Deck happened. Yeah, they got a lot of things just working, honestly. To the point where, like, I don't necessarily check ProtonDB all the time before I buy something. Unless it's like fucking Bethesda or some stupid game. Unless it's like a really expensive title, right? But everything has mostly just worked. The only thing that I've had trouble with getting started or getting working, old stuff. Red Alert 2, which I have on Steam. I bought the whole Red Alert pack a while back for like $10, I think. That doesn't want to actually start. I haven't tried in a while, but that's the only one I've had any real issue with, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Steam hardware coming out. I'm probably going to be dropping some money on the frame, the VR headset. Yeah, I'm probably going to be doing that. Not going to lie. Up there. Okay. All right, so now the way that this works, I've got that in there. Okay. We're going to read the disc. I don't remember what I put in there. IDK. IDK. I don't remember what it was. I'm going to save that. Let's play my thoughts. We are done. I only want one side of it because whatever. Yeah, because this one is that one where it's one side of it's like Mario something or other, and the other side is I don't know, whatever you want. I think it's penciled in over here. Oh, I don't know. But I am going to get the other side of this. Oh, I side A. Funding Fex for Android. Fex. That's the x86 to ARM, right? Right? That because the Steam Frame, the VR headset is ARM. No. Just got the Quest 3 earlier this year, and you're telling me I can do better VR remote play, and I can load Steam onto the headset? Yes! Yes! Didn't really push Proton in preparation for the new Steam machine. Not that thing is going to be good. Probably will be, but I'm just not excited for it. I don't know. I think I'm not sure you have that entirely correct. Entirely correct, but bad CRC. 6 files right 2 minutes. How dare you? Eject. Put it back in. Read disk. Side A. Try 2. Steam Deck, etc. becoming public gives games devs a reason to try to make their games work on Proton, which eases the burden on Valve. Yes. What the fuck you mean, bad CRC? How dare you? Am I gonna have to do this like a dozen times to get a good dump of this disc? Try 3. What the hell? Hang on. This one. Okay. A and start. And then. You're not gonna do it? Come on. I didn't plug the damn thing in. That'll help. That'll help. There it goes. And Franco. Being easy doesn't mean, again, this will do it without reason. Yeah. Once works on Franco Switch? Yeah. I think Microsoft is also driving Linux adoption. Yeah, especially with their more recent decisions. Pop it out, put it back in. We got Linux and Windows. We can't get native Windows on Linux. Like, mine is really good now, but things like Fusion still don't work. All right, well, it's consistent at the very least. It's consistent. Okay, A start? Yeah. No, A? This one. That's not the one I wanted. Was it B start? Ah, that's what I wanted. Okay. Fusion Linux for a while. There's no compatible CAD even for Windows. There we go. 8 files. Save data on there. All right. Well, let's do this. We're gonna read. We're gonna get a bin. Taiwan. .bin. Mass stuff like Dell. Yeah. No one's necessarily choosing Windows. You know, it helps if I plug the damn thing in. Let's power that off. Unplug that. Let's try that again. IDK side A, 0, just 1. Okay. Super Mario 2, something like that. Yeah, one side Super Mario 2. I don't know what the other one is. Okay, redisk. We'll do this 4 times. Pop it out, pop it back in. That's for shits and giggles. Read. Then I'll check the hashes on these in a second. It's usually much more stable if you don't mess with stuff, unless you get unlucky and update bricks your Explorer, but unlike closing distance. On Windows, when I run a program, it just works. It can. I don't know. I've had varying degrees of results and frustrations with all that. Honestly, especially like in a corporate environment where the IT is fucking brain dead. Whew. Okay. Drive C, users, roots, documents. Yes, okay. MD5, some IDK side A star.bin. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that all 4 reads are fucking different. I don't think that's correct. When did you get unlucky in one of their A/B test update and it'll change your mind? Yeah. Also, it just works on Mac because they build to one OS. Yeah, they built to one piece of hardware essentially. Yeah. Everything just works. The only thing that didn't was Fusion. Bottles you can do with wine, they'll just refuse to work for me. Oh no. Too much effort to switch everything over right now. Yeah. It is. It is a bit of a leap, I'll admit. That you've got to do. But you know, I don't know. I found it worth it for me. It's on 10 until it crumbles. I had my parent when I was home at Thanksgiving. I had my father, without me prompting him, I had him ask. Shut up. Ask me how hard Linux was to use. He asked me, unprompted. So, I might bring down a fucking goddamn. I might bring down a SSD next time down there and set up some Linux distro for him. Now, because they're getting annoyed by all kinds of stuff. Because Windows they're still on 10. Both my parents. And Windows is really annoying the shit out of them. In fact, my mom's laptop tried to update to 11, but ran out of disk space on the C drive, and it aborted because it didn't have enough disk space, which I found hilarious. Get me some good reads here. How many different? Yes. So for one of the other discs, one of the Fammy discs, the Souseiki Fammy discs, I had to dump it 12 times in order to get 2 good reads. 12 times. Just for one of them. The other ones were fine. So exhausted from working out the energy to do it. That is completely fair. Yeah. the hell? Will these ever be the same? These dumps? Because it looks like it's just like offset. That's what this looks like. Save data at the end there? Is that what that is? Yeah, tell me about it. The antivirus crap. I have a lot of that crap at work as well. Pressure from having no RAM, my CPU just would randomly overheat our throttling while doing nothing. No. Does the dump format include the dump date or something? No, it looks like it's just offset. Or more than just offset, I guess. I mean, there's... maybe it's stuff in between the blocks that, like, is uninitialized or whatever. Son of the hex hog. Like, see, like, this here isn't in the same spot as this over here. It's offset. Yeah, offset in a different spot. These are all different sizes. What the hell? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure I'll ever get a bin that's the same, especially if they're all different fucking sizes. What? The hell? Okay, what happens if I get raws? That's good. Really? So use Linux for work. They do have Linux for work, but my current Teams project is still on .NET Framework. Framework, really? .NET Core, so close, so close. All right, we're gonna have number 2. I'm gonna see what the differences between these two are. Get a free government spending card with $500 limit. Act now. Those are also different sizes. About like 100 bytes. What the fuck? Actually, let me get them here. It's not what I wanted to do, actually. I wanted the text versions. Thank you. Offset and some more random shit different here and there. Decoding quirks, I think. I don't know. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna get identicals of this. So I probably have to be fine with just the FDS format for now. Yeah. These discs are pure sequential read-write, so an offset could make sense and timing-based difference between different writes, but then when only reading? I mean, yeah, I could see that because like of timing of like where the disc physically is spun to before it starts reading and where the head is and how long it takes to get wherever it needs to go kind of thing. That's my guess. Right? This messing with the read speed earlier, persistent and message stuff. Read speed? Oh, on you mean the game that we're doing before, the slow whatever? I didn't actually have the disk system plugged in for that. So no. And I'm hooked up directly to the disk system right now. Yeah, and the way that slowdown stuff works is it basically interrupts the NMI from how I understand it. Yeah. Is this the same device doing the mods to the game? So it could be that storing some sort of like made it. No. So. Does this work? Yeah. So this right here is the device stack, right? So I've got the disk system on the bottom, Famicom right here. This is the Souseiki Fammy, that thing right there. This is a ROM cartridge. This is Donkey Kong. This is the RAM adapter. The RAM adapter is currently unplugged. This right here, the white bit, is the what's it? The FDS stick, which is what I am using to dump. This is plugged in directly to the disk system. Before, when the slowdown stuff was we were playing with that, we were doing it on the Famicom with this device in the middle of everything. Nintendo Home Lab, basically, yeah. Holy second CD, Batman, yeah, basically, yes. It's a tower of bullshit, and I can't like that doesn't fit really back in the slot because the wire's in the way for the case. Like it hits the case. How can I not get that reference? Of course, with the fucking Sonic and Knuckles tower, right? That's something that tells the software when the read head wraps around to the start when the next byte has been read, but I don't know if your dump can use that reliably. Yeah, I'm not sure if the dump tries to use that, honestly. Yeah, some unknowns on there because I'm not sure on a lot of the technical specifics of the FDS stick, right? So I don't know, maybe. But the FDS. Start at FDS. These guys. Oh, these guys aren't even the fucking same either. Cool. I forgot that one bit. All right. Move that to that. _1. All right, see, so this is ROM QD 10, 11, 12. Those are the last ones that I did. 10 and 12 finally had an identical I can dump. Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor. Ergonomicist? Yeah. All right, well, let's dump it again. Read disk. FDS. Try 3, or no, we're gonna do try 4. Did we do try 4 already? I guess not. Oh, that was the bin. That was the bin try 4. 2 missing. Now! Try the fuck again! 5. God damn it. Maybe I'll sacrifice one of the other discs that reads good, that reads clean. Blowing? No, these are magnetic floppy disks essentially. I ain't blowing on shit. I ain't doing that. 6. Come on. Let's eject, pop it back in. Sometimes that actually helps if I eject it and reinsert. 7. I've noticed that with it was one of the Souseiki Fammy discs. That other utility that I brought up, that ran on the Famicom that showed the disc contents. For one of those, the one that had the visualization, not the file list, but the visualization, I noticed that like after a few reads or a few tries, you could get different results out of it. So, all right, MD5 sum, IDK side A start out for this. Oh, I think I see some there. They're the same there. Ah! Oh. Bad, seriously missing files. I guess it's not too surprising that you're getting bad data. Yeah, which is why I tried the raw dumps. Let's try. Hang on. Let's try dumping another disk. Yeah, let me make sure I have. I'm gonna make sure I have the ROM space as well. Hang on. I probably do. Find here. I name golf. A few of those actually. What the fuck will this one be? Go to food. Yeah, I'll say I have that one. Okay. All right. Panic at the hash collection. Made his own floppy disk from scratch. I did not. Apparently, same hash is no guarantee of good data. No, it's just a guarantee of a identical read. That's all that really is. Deterministically non-deterministic. Yeah. Okay, so this is the only one I have, by the way, that's actually got a little door thing on it. Actually, let me. I don't want to use that one actually, because that one is kind of like specially kind of, I guess. On Discord. What's this? Oh my god. I'll have a look at that later. What does this have over here? These guys. Do I have 2 of these? Hang on, do I? Those are not duplicates. The case, the inserts are duplicate, but the actual cassettes, tapes, whatever the hell, floppies are not. Where is the empty case? What? Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. It's on the empty case. Okay. I can see lines on that. Maybe that's why. That's why I didn't want to cooperate. have a look at this one. I wish I had some like blank discs, you know, so I didn't have to sacrifice any. Villager destroy a very rare laptop. Ooh, okay, nice. Okay. So this is an Ultraman. So I'm gonna read disc, FDS, Ultra 1, Ultra A, try 1, side A. "14 files read." Just for shits and giggles. Read it again. 2, even though it's all the CRCs were, yeah. I didn't send you any of this. I didn't keep a copy of myself. Okay. All right. 40 files read. Okay. Identical. Good. Side B. Read disc. Ultra B. Okay. Eject. Put it back in. Read disc. Ultra B. Number 2. Done. Okay. This is going to be my sacrificial disc. I am sorry, Ultraman. My apologies. Okay. Okay, so let's try and get this cartridge onto that disc and see what happens. This does indicate that the problem is likely with this disc itself rather than with your dumping setup. Now, that's another reason why I don't necessarily want to use that disc, is because, well, I mean, it might be a damaged disc, right? We don't want that. Okay, so we're going to undo that. Unplug this from there. On. Plug in that. Okay. That on. We're here. And which one was it again? Slow plus ROM. Nope. No, what the hell? This is just slow plus instructions. Slow plus, slow plus, slow plus. All right, well, we're gonna figure out what these are then. ROM to QD save program. Okay, eject disk card. Ejected. Select scroll. Oh no, I don't know which it is. Hang on. Vertical. Okay. How do I select? Vertical. Okay, vertical. Yep. I'm gonna plug it in. Like that. All right. Start. Maybe. It's doing something. Scroll image also. Oh well. Well. We'll find out. It's still writing. Why is it doing it so many times? It could simply be demagnetized, as the writing would restore its function. That won't help recover the original data from it. Yeah. While this is doing this, I'm going to get my post-it notes for this kind of thing. Hang on. Ugh. Still going. You know what? So that's probably for write protection stuff. So it's probably like doing multiple passes or something, writing at different spots, because it isn't aware of the mod chip I have in there, so it wants to get past the copy protection stuff probably. Eject disk card. Ejected. Set new disk card. What? Okay, side B then. Nuking both of them. Let's go. You see what running gas is the CHR did? Yeah, I figured. Yeah. All right. Here. Open up. Open sesame. That's for writing more copies of the same. God damn it. All right. So that dump is on both sides of this disc. Fantastic. Well, we'll dump both sides of it now, I guess. All right. Throw that out a bit. I'm gonna throw this out while I have time. Ah. All right. Okay. I'm gonna pop that and not put it back in yet. Okay. Power that off. We're going to eject the cartridge. Yeah. Power that on. And let's just see what happens if I insert. Boop. Let's go! It works! Not that I thought it wouldn't, but yeah. Okay. Let's dump that disc. I want to see what it did. Before I do anything else, I want an image of that disc now. Okay. Up. All right, so read disk. This is going to be SF-DK_1.fds. Save. Was that artifact under the Kong text? I didn't notice. And let me Oh, 8 files read. Right disk. Let me do it one more time. for good measure. Done. Okay. Why do I have so much shit open? Beautiful. Okay. So artifacts. Really? Artifact. Yeah. Come on, let's go. Oh! That's interesting. Really? Okay, well, I dumped this to disk twice. Let's try that second dump. Incorrect scroll setting. Ah, could be. Okay, all right. In that case, let's set the correct one. Alright, we're on side B, so B will have the correct scroll. ROM QD, yeah, what was that one? Okay. Eject discard. Scroll, I want this one, right? Horizontal? Horizontal scroll, vertical mirroring, right? Right? Yeah. Probably. Let me eject that. Let's see. Okay, so. Come on. Where's the bucket? There it is. Is that in? Okay. Start. Set new discard. Okay. Side B. Let's go. And we'll also dump this as well. Let's turn that off. Okay. Do I have a pen somewhere? This doesn't work. That's the next question. It does. Okay. This, I probably should put that on the other. What I should have done is I should have written that on the other side of the sticky note so I could put it on the inside of the case. Do that again. Sleeve back in there. Okay. Hold that up for good measure. I don't think I need to, but I did it anyway. Now loading. There it is. Okay. Yep. So that's, I guess, that's why that one was different. All right. Let's dump this. Nope. Put that in correctly. Jesus. There. Okay. This one here. Read disk. DK. Horizontal. One red, 4 missing. Uh-oh. Try again. Two. Oh, you can't see this one. There we go. 5 files red. All right, we're going to do it again just for shits. To make sure. Fine, but we're doing it anyway. Really? Take this again. Project, pop it in. 4. Come on, give me 2 good reads. Come on. There we go. Okay. 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 So what I want to do for this, I actually want to copy this out of root. Honestly. Yeah, that's fine. Ls. Copy. SF star. All of it. To Codeness Souseiki Fammy. Okay. Eight nine. Okay, so let's just do 4F in start at FDS do hex dump CV file into file star.fds text done. SDK horizontal. Now SDK DK1 dot text and SFDK horizontal 2 because that's one of the good ones. Dot text. That's more than a single byte difference. What? Yeah, well, okay, so here's a single byte up here. DK1, 1 and 2, these are the vertical, which are bad. Well, bad. But they're identical, and they dumped good. And 2, this guy here was one of the good ones. This guy, 3, it's a bad. Yeah. What? Why does one of them have two hidden ones? Is that leftover from the previous data on there? Is that what that is? Leftover data. Because, yeah, so these are hidden because they're not in the header block. Look at the numbers as well. 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's previous data. That's what that is. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, yeah, okay. So if we go back to that diff then. Right here. There's your 1 byte of difference. Way the fuck down there. Okay. All right. So now my question is, how would I compare this to the standard ROM? Because I don't want to do that. Okay, these are extracting in way over here. So I need to unpack this stuff, essentially. And then disassemble it, I guess? Oh, God, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Oh. Put this in the case. Put that in there for now. Okay. How do I want to approach this? So I started rewriting this utility, believe it or not. Started to. I got drunk the other day because I was so pissed off at work bullshit. I got drunk. I hammered. Drank half a bottle of sake and started writing. Basically that functionality in Go, so I could start to get used to the format, the FDS format. I didn't get very far. I got to a point where I can like print out some data, basically, right? But not as far as I want to get with all that. So what I'm getting at is I don't have a utility right now to unpack that. I believe that those do exist. That's fine. Let's say as a W flag to extract the file. Oh, okay. Is this gonna give me any? Okay. Extracts files from the okay. All right. W, and then I want sfdk horizontal 2 dot fds. What do you mean can't open disk? I forgot. The argument parsing is disgusting in this code. God, does it really fucking weird? Why does it do it weird? No, I want to extract it. First, no. If I was in a raw header format, no. Well, I would want that. Actually, well, I might want that, a raw header format. No. I thought there was a naming way that I could like have all of them come out like this. Mudbound Dragon, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So this is not my code. This is the code that I wanted to rewrite. Look at this hideous argument parsing. EM Audio, hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Am I writing 6502? I'm going to be doing some reverse engineering here in a little bit. But welcome. I can write 6502. I have written a bunch. I rewrote Tetris most recently. But wait, what we are looking at today, not the scene I wanted, this one, is this weird device right here. So this on the bottom is a Famicom disk system. This right here is a Famicom. This is a Souseiki Fammy. I'll get to that in a second. This is just Donkey Kong. Jojo, what are you doing? Thank you, Jojo. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 20 gifted. You fucking madman. This is just Donkey Kong 3. Simple NROM game. Very small game. And then I've got the RAM adapter. Basically, what this thing allows me to do is take this. Not that one. Where's the one I had? What? I labeled it even. This one. So basically what this device allows me to do is to take this, and put it on here. Yes. Famicom disk system. Yes, yes, yes. You never confirm earlier. Ducky did duck tick. Welcome. That's a mouthful. All right. Dr. Captain Sir, hello. Yeah, so it's a really weird device. The reason I have it is because a few people in the NestDev community have wanted this thing and saw it up for sale, but didn't have the funds for it. And given my track record with this stupid thing, this is a tape drive for the Famicom. We're not working on this right now. I've done a lot of reverse engineering work for this specifically. It's called the study box, by the way. Programs come on tape. That's not one of those tapes, though. Programs. Excuse you. Programs come on tape. It's educational stuff, English and like science and math and shit. But yeah, so they reached out and someone reached out and said, "Hey, can you grab this so we can research the thing and figure out how it ticks?" So that's why I have it. So today I am basically going through the steps of using it as intended and seeing like how it ticks and the output of it essentially, right? So just before you guys came in, we made sure that this worked, number one, and then we dumped this to a floppy, and then from there we dumped the floppy to an image on. We ripped the dump, right? And now you walked right in when I was starting to figure out how to compare the dumped image with the original ROM, because I did also. This over here is a cartridge dumper, so last time I dumped this myself on to an SROM, so I have something to compare to, right? All dumped by myself. Yeah. Writing reverse engineering tools in Go. Yes. So most of my tools are in Go. This is not one of my tools. This is a tool that I was shown. This lists out contents of FDS images. And the other day, this past week, you can't see my screen. This isn't my code right here. But the other day, I got drunk and started rewriting this in Go. That's not done yet. It ain't done yet. I was drunk, so the code isn't very good. I don't think I'm gonna work on that tonight. That might be something off stream for tomorrow. But yeah. So I've started to fall down the disk system rabbit hole. This is my first foray into anything more than playing something on the disk system. So I now have hardware to dump disks and write disks, and I've got other weird shit going on. So I'm gonna start writing utilities to help me out as well, just like I have done with the study box. For that, I have utilities to well, not dump the ROMs yet, because that's sounds complicated. Audio, I hate audio. But unpacking the ROMs, repackaging them, extracting images from the ROMs, all kinds of stuff. That's all written in Go. That's all up on GitHub if you do want to take a look. Oh yeah, the study box. Yeah, study box there. So yeah, some of like the actual programs on here. These are the English ones. I do have full recordings of all of these. But let me back up a quick bit. This right here, the reason it's on tape like this, and it's got a special device, it's not just the data recorder, it's because these are stereo tapes. One side has data on it, the other side has recorded audio. So, pause that real quick. So, you can't hear that, so let me turn it on so you can hear that.
それでも性格はとってもひねくれ者なの。あ、冗談冗談。
Recorded audio on a Famicom. So that's why it's on tape like that. It's got a special device thingamajigger for that. Yeah, really interesting hardware. Yeah, really interesting hardware. So I've been doing a lot of reverse engineering on that one for the past few years at this point. I have too many of these too. But yeah, so now I'm turning my attention, at least temporarily, to this device to figure out how it works, how it ticks. I've got some PCB drawings, or not drawings, this is a picture of it. This is me tracing out some things. Edif House in chat is also doing some research on this as well. They've got a bit more traced out than I do. They can't see exactly everything because of traces going under chips and all that. Under these chips, there's some traces that go underneath here that are difficult to, or kind of really hard to actually see where they're going from just pictures. Yeah, but Johnny, yeah, Johnny's a dog. Heaven of Code is only 12. Is only 12 this year. What? Firmware on the box is atrocious, but still. Oh yeah, it's fascinating. Fascinating. And a while back, 2 or so months ago, suddenly, two separate people found an older version of the study box that I didn't know still existed. Before these two people found these, we just had like really low res grainy pictures of like the average the ad in some magazine and like a picture of the box of the actual device, really grainy. And then two people over in Japan found some for apparently dirt fucking cheap. I want the firmware from this. I have one of the tapes, which that's actually, this is kind of funny. They're putting in a tape that won't work in this study box. That's hilarious. This is one of the English tapes. That's English 4, I think. I think it's number 4. So yeah, even if they get that physically loaded, it won't work on this box. It won't work at all. That's hilarious. Yeah, You just settle on the best guess or take one apart to trace the routes. So this is only a single board device. It's only one circuit board, right? So I took some pictures of the circuit board, front and back. This is the back or the bottom of it right here. This is actually like a PCB that's sticking out from the bottom that sticks into the Famicom slot. And on the other side, I'll get rid of that crap that I got in there. The other side is just some like TTL logic, essentially, some RAM, some dip switches, an LED, a reset button, and a switch thing here. But yeah, so the the Famicom disk system RAM adapter plugs in here. This plugs into the Famicom system into the cartridge slot there. So this goes on top of, plugged into the thing. And then this one down here is what you plug your cartridge into. Yeah. So it's a nifty device. Oh yeah, and then there's an expansion port. Apparently it's connected to a bunch of address and data pins and shit. Doing a best guess so far, just based on the images and info on the chips, etc. Yeah, I have taken it apart, and I am willing to buzz it out to figure out where traces go. And I started doing that the other day, which is what this actually is. So I traced out some things. So the yellow lines are under the board, on the bottom. The red lines are on top. But some of these, like this one here, I traced that one out, for instance. Figured out where it's going. Because yeah, there's a bunch that are connected from the underside, from below, right? I'm not sure it's connected to these guys. But yeah, I was buzzing out some of these down here, figuring out where they're going, getting a better idea of the dip switch connections, seeing where they were going, right? Because those in that part of the picture isn't very good here. I'll be honest. It's kind of you can kind of see what's going on here, but is that a connection? No, it's not. So yeah. Red lines have been confirmed. So red lines are on one side of the board. The yellow lines are on the other side of the board. So yellow are on the bottom, and then red are on the top. This side. Yeah, I don't have any more. I don't have a better system than that because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Basically, that's what it boils down to. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So that's that's what I did. And then like after tracing out some of this stuff, I'm like, wait a minute, I can see those traces on the board. Why am I concentrating on those? I shouldn't be looking at the ones I can easily trace. I should be going for the ones that I can't easily trace. So I might actually just start over, honestly. For the ones that go into the chip, same thing. If it's on the top end of the board, it's red. If it's on the bottom side of the board, so this side, it's yellow. That's all that really is. Green dots are vias. Dark green dots are through holes with something in them. Chips or, the sockets. All that kind of shit. The light greens are strictly just vias. Yeah. But yeah, so I traced out these. I'm like, wait a minute, why am I even doing these? These are because these are really easy to see on the board. What am I doing? Now, this one I don't know what the fuck is going on with that one. That one's on the top of the board somewhere. I think it buzzes out to this one. Maybe that one. But if it buzzes out to this one, if it's connected there, it doesn't make sense that it is following this guy up here and goes right past this pin that's also connected to it. I don't understand that one, but whatever. That one, I'm not sure if I'm correct there. It might be continuing onwards. It might be there, actually, now that I'm seeing it. And that goes God knows where. So yeah, weird shit like that. And here's one that's connected on the other underside. Another one. It's more connected on the other underside. Yeah. But I'll get to that maybe more this week. Probably more this week, or maybe tomorrow. Maybe I don't know. I just put it back together, so maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, okay. So, what are we looking at? Make dir unpacked. Move 0a star.fdx to unpacked. Move that to unpacked. FDX. I'll put that extension on it because why not? Move RQ all that to unpacked. Okay. Maybe something else, I guess. Do the dip switches? Yeah. So after getting down to the dip switches, I realized that like whatever I was tracing was buzzing out to both sides of it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. All these are turned on. Maybe I should turn some of them off. So I turned them all off to start buzzing again. So yeah, I might have to like restart my efforts here and concentrate on mainly the hard to see and hard to trace stuff, and only trace out those, right? Yeah, because like, you know, these guys, you can tell where they go, right? Just by looking at the board, you can you have these traced out. You've got all these traced out in color code and shit. A lot better than I would have done, that's for sure. But yeah. But yeah, buzzing on both sides of the dip switch. Why is that? Oh wait, it's a switch. It's closed. Okay, that makes sense. Doing hard stuff first probably helping the most. Yeah, I realized that like after I had done a bunch of the not hard stuff, I guess. Oh. My juice box is empty now. Makes me sad. But anyway, all right. So, what are the formats of these? This is without the header stuff, right? So, let me do no export path equals path as well as code NES FDS stuff FDS list win. Okay, FDS list. There we go. SF DK. Which one did I do? DK horizontal 2, was it? Yeah, okay. Name table, tiles, code. Okay, so we're gonna have a look at the tiles. Code NES, go, no, not NES, go retro image, bin. Sure, to image, we're just gonna try that. RQ, all that stuff, to, tiles, punga. 512, okay. That's not what I wanted. Souseiki Fammy. What was I expecting to see the other stuff? The what's it? The little blurb of text. Yeah. Was that really a juice box? Or are you doing a little boozy? This is an alcoholic juice. It's sake. It's sake. It was sake in a juice box. Oh. I have one more juice box. I also have another small bottle of sake. I might grab the other juice box here in a bit. And 2 more full bottles of sake. I'm not opening those tonight. That ain't happening. Boshi type baby. That was a good show, that one. All right. Now, where the hell did I put the dump of the ROM? Hang on, the dump of the cartridge. I think it's in here somewhere. Host? SF? No. Oh, wait, is it DK39S right there? Right there, this guy. Okay, okay, yeah, okay. So this is the ROM. Right. Yeah, we're gonna copy that. Excuse me. Paste it there. Actually, I can just, and then the tile viewer, grayscale. Yeah, that's just a copy. All right, that's a straight 1-to-1 copy. Not that I expect it to be different, I guess. Okay. All right. These guys. Staff of Embers. I really enjoy that staff. I really enjoy that staff. That staff is nice. That's a fun one. What are the other ones? Like a shield and fuck, there's another one. Like lightning, maybe? I forget. But the fire one is my favorite. Ice! That's what it was. Ice. Like a rapid fire thing. Yeah. Bridgewater's talking about shit. Why do I want to say Elden Ring? That ain't it. No. Fucking spear? Okay, yeah. Why don't I have this up? Valheim, that's what it is. Valheim. He's talking about Valheim. So I was watching some Maxor earlier. That's why I was at work. I was watching some Maxor, and it was the Elden Ring friend slop thing. The video he did recently, where he dragged a bunch of people into what the hell even is that mode? I don't know. The queen. You found a queen? I didn't. I still haven't found a queen. Not that I've tried in a while. I've been too busy playing Timberborn because I had some updates recently. A lot of updates actually. So I've been playing a little bit of that. Just a little bit of that. Just a little bit of that. Do I have where is it? Timberborn. Yeah, so they've updated since I really so last time I really played was in 2021? Really? 2022? Okay. Only a few years ago. And then I started playing again like a week or so ago. They changed a bunch. They added a bunch of shit. It's good. Yeah. That game, by the way. This whole map, by the way, I have only a single settlement because these tube things are like long distance travel kind of stuff. That makes that possible. But anyway, we're not really doing that today. Found a seal door before I even got enough dark cores to make a rune table. How dare you? I have a marker on the map that says the queen is here, haha, and I can't find the damn door. I don't know what the fucking door is. So I need to find like another queen or some shit. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so I don't need that anymore because now I have it over here. Literally the first part of the since I explored on the same continent as. Oh my god. How dare you? How dare you? Number one. How dare. Could the door be buried or something? Possible. It's possible. I'm not sure how likely that is. But I mean, I guess I could try just demolishing that cliff. Or all the stone that was there. But I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. Alright. So it's been a while since I've disassembled something outside of Messen. Where the hell is this? Okay. It's a DA? Yeah, okay, DA65. How the fuck does that work again? It's a substantial structure above ground. Okay. Yeah. Which is what was confusing me, because, like, there was no substantial, like, it wasn't a substantial structure. It was just like, you know, like a bit of an outcrop. They're like, oh, are we missing something here? So, yeah, it's something that I can't miss. Okay, I need to start, I need to look for another one then. Yeah. Fun. Documentation. Sorry for the flashbang here in a second. DA 65. Okay. Debug mode? What? Debugging for the object file. I don't know if I want that. For DA? Disassembler. Okay. Yep. Help this text specify info file. I'm gonna want to do that. Multiple passes resolve labels. Oh. Oh. I didn't know that. Okay. Name the output file. Fair. Increase verbosity. Add form feeds to the output. No. Set the start and load address. This, I think I'm going to need to do for some of this stuff. Because this is, that's the load address on that, right? That's what that is, I think. That's not what I wanted. I want the QD format. Nope. God damn it. No. Son of a bitch. Disk format. There. This. Okay. Destination when loading. Yeah, okay. That's what that is. Destination when loading. Why is it at 58? Like 98. Those are like weird spots to put that. DC00 and DF. Wait a minute. Okay. That's awfully high up. Where does the disk system ROM usually live? Is that like C1000 up? Or is that higher? Location hint glitch or something? Oh, yeah, I guess. Maybe, yeah. Alright, well, let's get an info file going here. Where... this one? Nope. This one. Okay, so... DASM... Or, can... File 02 dot CFG. Yeah, that's going to 5800 to 97FF. Okay, so that's 5800 to 9. What did I say? 97FF. 97FF. Okay, I don't know if that's actually the comment character for this. It yes, okay, it is. Good. Oh, yeah, that's not something that's just like, oh, I overlooked it. No, it's here I am. What is that? What the hell? An itty bitty planes and a massive Mistlands with a lake in the middle. What the hell? Oh, the plane goes down the side there. Okay, yeah. God damn. Nice. Some of it is also down in the Fammy RAM. Below BIOS and left there. CPU 6, DFF 32K, PRG RAM. Okay, so DFFF is the end of the RAM for FDS. Okay. Okay. All right. So, info file, group name. Well, I think we're just gonna start with where to start. Value as a string must be in close and quotes. CPU. Okay, so CPU 6502. Is that how this works? It's been a while since I've done this. And I don't remember where my other files for this shit is. Group name, attribute, attribute value. Group name global. Okay. CPU. Separating them as commas. Semicolons are separating and not at the end. Okay. Offsets are labeled. Yeah. Alright, comment. CPU input name. Yep. Input name. Exit. Hang on, let's do, give me a second. Hang on. Exit out of that. It's right there. Export path equals path with that. Okay. File to config. Okay. FTS list. SF DK horizontal 2. That for this. Okay. Then LS L there. Okay. This one. Output name, I think. Output name, yes. Yoink, paste, ASM. Because they also into the input files to get the reading data. Nope. Input size. No break. Don't want to come. Probably be adding a bunch of that shit. Start adder. That's what I wanted. Okay. Start adder needs to be a value. Oh, that way. Start adder. Going to be 5800. Okay. DA 65. And then what's for the input file? I. Dash I. Integer constant expected. How dare you? 0x? What the fuck? Oh. Oh, and did I want the whatever the hell the pass thing was? What was that? Dash M or some shit? M, multiple paths to resolve labels. That's just here. M. Maybe not. Okay. Cool. Can I actually like put these on more than one line? Can I do this? Like, is this acceptable? Yes, good. Okay. Start adder. I mean, that's fine for now, I guess, right? Well, jump and then oh boy. How dare you? Oh, that. Hang on, I need some more information here. Not labels. All labels have the set value to 0. That's fine. Mnemonic columns. This attribute specifies the column in the output where the mnemonic or pseudo instruction is placed. Corresponding command option is that. Nope. Argument columns. Specify the column. That's just that. Comment. Inline comments. The corresponding is comment column. Let's just say 30. Okay. Oh, okay. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Comments 4. As verbose as possible, please and thank you. Bam! Maybe 3, actually? There we go, that's better, okay. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna need this for the ROM as well here in a minute. But let's get these others as well. No, not that one. I want... I know there's... Stop that. 3. Yoink. Paste. This one's starting at 9.8. Oops. And then file 04. And this one is starting at DC 00. These are different things, right? Yes, okay. They are different. All right. Okay, just making sure I'm not crazy. Making sure I'm not crazy. Okay, so now I need to see if I can get the same thing for the ROM. LS. 02 and 3 the same. They are in different spots. Where's the... They are the same. But they aren't the same there. Because the start address is different. Which means the rest of the addresses are going to be different. Mirroring. Aha! Address shit. Yup. Mirroring. All right. Why is more than just mirroring different? What? The fuck? How did that break? AD7103. AD7103. How? What? What the hell? Fuck. How? What the shit? A901, A901, 8564, what the fuck? 54 AC. Yeah, okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, let's get dumps of the ROM, the NES ROM. So this guy right here. Vim dk k3.config. I'm gonna grab that real quick. Like paste. dk3.nes. dk3.asm. Start address here is going to be there. But we also want to skip 16 bytes. Input offset 16 to skip past the header. Input size is going to be that, right? If it's the same as the ROM binary, then it's probably runtime modified to run the Fammy instead of being modified during dumping. Yeah, and that's what I want to find out. That's what I want to find out. 32768. 32768. Right. No. I want 16. 16K. 16384. Because it's not mirrored in the ROM, it's mirrored on hardware. I could do that too, yeah. Block size 1, skip 16, count 16384, input file dk3.nes, output file dk3.prog. Yeah, that works better. Okay. DA65 input file dk3.config. Vim dk3.asm. Already different. Cool. You know, for shits, we're gonna just relocate all this stuff to 5800. Actually, just for shits. Q dk3.config 5800. Just for shits. What is different? Yes. So something tells me it's just not, like, lined up right. Okay, 14. Nope. Would it relocate this shit too? Should be comparing from 9800 in the original feature, not 8. So 9, 8. And that'd be the 03 one, right? I mean, it doesn't look any better than that. This should be what's it? Vectors, right? At the end there. Vectors. Type. Adder table. And plus 3? Plus 6. Start. What the fuck is it again? Especially in the chat is hard. It's been posted in the hardware channel. Originally there. Originally there. It's coming from. It's coming from the wrong contains data original flag. ROM data is unaltered. One time stems will duplicate parts of the PRG files in mirroring. Okay. So are you saying the from hex 9800 that chunk should be identical to the ROM? Vectors, yeah, I don't know the address of it. I don't remember what they are. C? So that's the end. EF. CD, EF. A? A, B, C, D, E, F. That's 6. Did I do that wrong? I did that wrong, didn't I? Range. Range. Label. Name. Vectors. Adder FFFA. Because no, that starts at something else. D7FA. What the hell is what the fuck is this? There we go. Okay. Branch equal vectors plus 3. What? Excuse me? What? Huh? What? It's absolute addressing store. Ah, okay. Got it. So these are probably vectors too, right? Maybe? BDEE. Is that in here? BD. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that'd be. No. 60EE or BDD0. No. There's a lot of weird shit going on there that I don't think is disassembled correctly. Oh. Okay. Oh. Scroll lock? Oh, fuck. What the hell is it? Scroll bind. There it is. Okay. Doing some remapping, not to mention having to deal with those vectors manually since the real vectors the CPU uses are an FDS ROM. Yes. Yeah. Right, where does it deviate? Well, it's starting to deviate here. Why is it deviating that badly now? It does some weird shit here. Is this just the disassembler doing some weird shit? I think it is. It has a mode to unmap the BIOS and map the relocated PRG dump in its place. Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah. And if it would kind of have to do that for the slow mode stuff, wouldn't it? So for the slow mo with just the ROM, if it does it through NMI, it has to interrupt the NMI vector somehow, right? And the cartridge doesn't get the an NMI vector. Like, that just goes to the CPU. So it doesn't know when NMI happens. So it can't, like, redirect shit then. So it'd have to have something... I would think it would have to replace that vector somehow in address space, right? So it would have to be able to remap that. Yeah. Or even better, I don't know... I do know it messes with some of the address lines, so that makes sense. Just haven't figured out the details. Yeah, it's doing some shenanigans with that address stuff, obviously. And it's got extra RAM on the board, right? In addition to the RAM that's in the RAM adapter, you know. I'm curious if once things are loaded in slow-mo, if I can unplug the RAM adapter. You think I can? Probably not, actually, because that's probably where it loads everything. Don't leave me storing the ROM in separate out-of-order chunks, such as the RAM remapping. Would even put it in the right place easier? Yeah. Maybe it dumps the section including the vectors into its RAM, rewrites it into my vector, and maps that area instead. Yeah, so if we go to the bottom of both of these, which, okay, sure, the scroll bind breaks, but that's cool. 6.1, oh, whatever. A900. Where's all this shit? That is that's no, that's not mirror because that's not in the ROM. Come on. Oh, it's already open. Here. How much is this is something? No. Video size 2x. Debug. Memory. CPU memory. All of the goddamn bottom. Okay, so these are its current the ROM's vectors. Okay, not the QD vectors. The ROM's vectors. Right. 712.7. What the fuck is that? Is that at the bottom of this one? 712.7. Okay. I really wish I got further with my disassembler for this. I have some correct assumptions. I wanted to have some fun with AOC. I've had evident code. When I do one, I am struggling as I feel like the problem is underspecified. Oh no! Part 2 is a struggle. Part 1 is trivial. Oh no! Oh no! Hang on. What? Is this shit's chunked, isn't it? Set no scroll bind. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Yeah. CLD. Is that in here anywhere? That is, but not CLD ink, CLD inline. Okay, so those probably aren't code. Those are probably data. SEI. Did it get rid of the reset? Did it get rid of this code right here? What the hell? The problem is easy to understand, but I can't for the life of me figure out the problem my solution has. Yeah. I think it's just offset. I'm not even sure what this is. This is the last chunk. Because I didn't understand what I wanted, just because it was a little tricky to implement correctly. Most of the regards one of those counts for. Oh. I haven't looked at any of the admin code stuff, so. Yeah. Alright, well. Now, where's. I'm starting to lose track of where I am. I'll be honest. I might call it short tonight. Honestly, I'll drop this on Discord though. I'll dump that dump. Wow. I'll dump this the dump of the DK ROM from disk onto Discord. And then I'll get some sleep or something after a little bit, maybe some food. Because I think I'm just spinning my wheels right now. What I need is a good disassemble of this, which would require me to get a good I need to search through my tools again to see if I even had a decent disassembler, that smart disassembler. I don't remember if how far I got with that. Honestly, I don't remember how well it worked. I'll have to do some playing around with that. Probably tomorrow stream, and then on Sunday, hopefully we can revisit this with a little bit more idea of what we're looking at. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Because I know I have some. I've done some stuff with writing my own disassembler as a not a fork. Well, kind of a fork of my emulator project from a while back. So the binaries are the same except for some trunk reordering or for some more changes done to it. Yeah, possibly. So I would love to be able to inspect this stuff on the hardware, like plug in my dumper, right? But at least for some of that, I would have to emulate the actual system, the actual Famicom, to get it to a point where it's loaded into memory, so that I can then inspect it. Unless I did some fuckery with that expansion port on the back. But that's probably outside of my skill set with hardware stuff. Yeah. I have a not very smart disassembler that could be pressed into service. If you want to try, you're more than welcome. Like I said, I'll put the ROM on Discord in a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, because I would love to see how that stuff is like loaded into. So I can't like just load this, can I? No, because that craps out. Oh, well, no, it doesn't crap out. Okay, hang on. Now it craps out. Okay, so it jumped somewhere it shouldn't have jumped. Or it jumped somewhere that doesn't have anything. 5757, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, it would have had to have code in there for that that one screen. The disclaimer screen. You'll need Nintendo. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah. Do I don't know if I have that on here. I think I have that on my work laptop of all things. Yeah, I have that somewhere that I'll dig up this weekend. I do want to file a bug report with that guy, by the way, because there allegedly is StudyBox support, but I can't turn it on because the option isn't on the menu. I looked at the source code and it's all there. It's just you can't select it from the menu. So when you try to open a StudyBox file, it goes, "No, I don't know what this is." And I was like, "What do you mean? You didn't even try to open it." But I digress. Is that do I have that in here? Oh, I do. Not no. Wine. Yeah, so over here, if I try and... All right, where is it? Game... Machine, plug-through device. Game Genie, VGEC, Datel Pro, Bitcorp, Bung, Game Doctor, Game Master, whatever. Venus, Mini Doctor, Game Converter, Turbo stuff. Front Far East, Turbo something. Oh, Souseiki Family, look at that. You know, let's do this. Change the cause of reset. Can do yes. File. Open. God damn it. I gotta get the... I'm not looking for that right now. I know where... I have it somewhere. I just need to fucking find it. Actually, don't I... dot config... Messin 2 by firmware. Disk sysrom. Where is it looking for it? In the BIOS folder. Okay. Why you stopped? Run. That's a little loud. Turn that off. Please set disk card. Why is it fast? What is this? Why is that way too fast? Doesn't like it. Stop. Debug. Disassembly. Oh boy, that is rough. Oh my god. I mean, it has one, I guess. Ooh boy. Oh boy, that's rough. Okay. I'll come back to that. Anyway, I need to wrap up. I am tired. I am losing my mind. We are gonna go raid somebody though, I think. So don't go there quite yet. Hang on. I'll be back on Sunday. Probably doing more of this. We'll see. It depends on what I get done tomorrow. There's a little bit of homework. If not directly with Souseiki Family stuff, I'll probably be doing some FDS related things. Rewriting the FDS list for one. Just to get myself more familiar with the FDS format and expanding my horizons and tool set geared towards FDS stuff, and I'll find my disassembler, see if that works or not. It probably doesn't, but I don't know. Anyway, don't go in there quite yet. We're gonna find someone real quick to raid. Really quick. People that are live, preferably. So we're gonna go anyway. Do anything here? Yeah, I kind of want to like be able to plug this thing into like my ROM dumper and like I don't know if this is possible, but like actually it might be. Just I mean it's slow as hell. Might be possible to emulate the Famicom using the dumper as the cartridge interface. I can show my dissimilar, but it's very idiosyncratic. It's in fourth, isn't it? It's in fourth, isn't it? I'm just gonna go over here. Over here. Come with me to say hi. I'd really appreciate it. Fourth and said. Oh right, that one. Yeah, the said shenanigans you're doing. Right. Anyway, you guys have a good night. I will see you next time on Sunday. Yeah. Come with me to say hi. Bye-bye.